Stephanie here with you in the Volume.com studio, now joined here by Colony House. Good morning, guys.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for having us.
So happy to have you here, and happy release day, everybody.
Hey, thanks.
Woohoo! You're our first, besides our wives, person to hear it from like another person.
To say happy release day. Well, happy release day.
Thank you so
happy
much.
to be the first one to say that to you. And I was listening to the album this morning before I came to work, and it's absolutely fantastic. Loving all of it. Tell us about it. Tell us about the Cannonballers.
Oh, man. Well, it was a labor of love. We spent 12 weeks, 13 weeks recording it in Oklahoma with our friend Chad Copeland. Spent a little bit of time down in El Paso at Sonic Ranch recording it, and it was by far the most fun, experimental and just creative process I think to date. But also I would say it kicked our butts pretty good.
How so? Because this is your fourth album, right?
Is.
So you feel like that would be kind of like you get the process
rhythm.
by now.
I don't know. We just we constructed and destructed. No, deconstructed. Thank you. And reconstructed every song on the album at least once, maybe 2, 3, 4 times, and it just felt like we wanted to know that there was no stone.
Yeah, so just building up a version and then being like, wait, maybe that's not the way to go, and breaking it back down and then doing that over and over.
That's how it wore us out. But we're so proud of it, and I think, I think it's. I guess I'm supposed to say this, but I.
Sorry, it's okay. We're good. We're live. We're live here. We're fine.
Yeah, I think it's their best one to date. I think so.
Just keeping everyone
That's
on their
fantastic.
toes.
And what was most of the inspiration behind this album?
Oh,
If there is one for the whole thing.
let's say
I guess.
Tennessee. I'd say our home. We're all born and raised Tennessee boys, and when the pandemic happened, we all came home. And we stopped touring for quite a while, and we kind of fell back in love with this place and remembered, hey, there's a reason we haven't moved away from here yet. And so this album kind of revisits a lot of old memories, talks about old Nashville and new Nashville, and talks about, old friends. And I don't know, it's just just is real observational and kind of dives into a lot of things we were thinking about over the last few years.
Yeah, I've been here for 10 years now, but I'm not from here. So I feel like there's a lot of Tennessee lore that I might not know that you guys probably do, because I did see something about your title track Cannonballers having to do something with the I don't even know. I'm not even going to say it right.
No,
It's good. No. If you're not from here, it's hard to say Wabash.
So
Wabash Cannonball.
For those of us uninitiated in that story, you want to tell us about that?
Yes. Well, Opryland USA was the best theme park of all time, and the mall took its place, unfortunately. But when we were kids, me and my brother's favorite ride was the Wabash Cannonball. It was the first roller coaster we rode that had 2 loops in it, and it was a big time. I mean, it was like coming of age, you know? And so I started thinking about these kind of old memories, and the Wabash Cannonball came to mind. And then I started looking into the story of the Wabash Cannonball, which was this famous train locomotive.
So it's more than just the roller coaster.
It's more than that's what it was named after. And of course, there's Johnny Cash, and a bunch of people have covered the song "The Wabash Cannonball." But there's this whole lore around the train itself, which is pretty much the Flying Dutchman of train lore, where it's this.
Takes you to the afterworld.
Takes you to the afterworld. If you hear the whistle blow, it's gonna be your last ride. So there's
That's
something
dark. I can't believe I've never heard that before.
I know, but it's kind of epic.
No,
too.
it's cool. I like it. Yeah.
So I don't know. It just started. It turned from it's kind of the whole point of the record is on one hand, the Wabash Cannonball reminds me of youth and naivety and all these joyful memories, but there's also kind of this dark undertone to it as well. Which is a little bit of that coming of age, I don't know, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, it's you're still young, but realizing that the world is hard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's important, I think, on all Colony House albums, but that's a big part of this one as well.
So I know that song was one, not Wabash Cannonball, but the Cannonballers was one of the ones you were warming up just a few minutes ago.
Indeed.
So maybe you guys want to play that for us?
Let's launch into this. Will be the first acoustic performance of.
Oh, great.
Well, second, because we just sound checked
Well,
it.
nobody heard that one. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Well, we got
we'll see how
Colony
that
House
goes.
here in the studio, and here's Cannonballers on Lightning 100.
Yeah, righty.
Behind a car with 100 different bumper stickers on in the left lane, crawling 58 on the freeway. Here's a ringing keychain, pressure in the blood. Can't slow down, I'm a time bomb ticking while I run with the loaded gun, staring at the sun. Got a blind eye, never hit the bullseye, just like acting tough. And I keep asking myself, hey, why are you running? Hot top Impala, blank checks and cannonballers. Had the whistle blow from the Wabash. Can't borrow time with the cold cash. La 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 la. La 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 la. Television preacher, got yourself another seeker on the line. Could you make the time? I could use divine intervention, undivided attention. Someone needs to know. Yeah, I cook the books and through my combinations, dodging jabs and hooks with shallow conversations like a surface level sweet sick devil on the loose. And I keep asking myself, hey, why are you running? Hot top Impala, blank checks and cannonballers. Heard the whistle blow from the Wabash. Can't borrow time with the cold cash. La 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 with the cold cash. La 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 but I keep on running. Hot top Impala, blank checks and cannonballers. Had the whistle blow from the Wabash. Can't borrow time with the cold cash. La 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 la. Can't borrow time with the cold cash. La 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 la. And I keep asking myself, hey, what are you running from?
Wabash Cannonball.
Lightning 100, that is Colony House live here in the Volume.com studio with Cannonballers, the first acoustic performance of Cannonballers, except for the warm-up that we're not talking about. No, that was so great, guys. Man, you are one of my favorite bands to see live. Like, every single show is so great. And honestly, the acoustic is like just as good. It's not really feeling like it's missing anything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love that.
I really wanted to tell you that. So you guys played at Live on the Green this past summer.
Never forget it.
Which was
It's one of our favorite shows we've ever.
It was so fun, but so I was on air during most of your set, but like I think when I finished there was like I knew there was like 15 minutes left when I heard you play. Oh yeah, and I literally sprinted across the green to watch the like last 3 songs, and I looked ridiculous, but I regret nothing because it was totally worth it.
So cool.
But yeah, I truly like I don't really like running, so that was that was, you know, a once a year thing for me, that short sprint.
Wow. Well, thank you.
No,
I appreciate the
absolutely.
commitment.
And you guys have a whole tour coming up to go along with this album,
Sure do.
including a show at the Ryman that is sold out. But I have a pair of tickets that we're going to give away just before I send you out of here, or I guess right after I send you out of here. So stay tuned for the end of this interview/performance for that. And yeah, you excited about tour? I know, like you said, that a lot of the inspiration behind this album was being stuck at home, not touring. But are you excited to get back out there with the new stuff?
Oh, for sure. The touring is
best
like
thing.
it is. It's like the completion of the album. It's not fully complete until you go play them for people.
I like that. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody phrase it like that, but that makes a lot of sense.
You know, I've never said that myself. No, we really are excited. We're terrified. We're terrified because it's been a while, and you know, in normal Colony House fashion, we take the most important show, the most stressful show, the show with the highest stakes.
Labor intensive.
Yeah, and we put it up front.
The Ryman one, because you're starting at the Ryman, so yeah.
I don't know why. You know, I guess
Come
we
off 6-9 months, however.
Yeah.
Break with the most important.
Yeah. So it's a little terrifying, but at the same time,
I almost feel like it makes sense. It's like it's new, it's exciting,
exactly.
It's like the freshest
and there's
one.
something in the Colony House way. At least we want it to feel like family all the time, and there's something about like the brokenness of a new show where it's like, guys, this might not totally work yet, but that's kind of the endearing, like you have to lean into that. So the Ryman is going to be the most fragile show, but it's going to also
be
be
some special guests like there tends to be in Nashville.
Yeah.
True. Maybe.
I will say this. I've not said this yet, and for anyone listening, I would highly recommend you getting there on time. Like, we have not announced a support act, have we?
We have not.
However,
that does not mean there is not a support act.
All right.
And
are you going to announce it, or is it just going to be like a blind?
We've gone back and forth on it, but we've decided no.
I think that's really
We're not
cool,
announce
actually.
Who's opening the show? But I guarantee
you know who they are.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm like so curious right now.
So, just get there on time, people.
Okay.
Get there
good
on
advice.
time. You will not regret it.
And like we said, this Ryman one might be a little late to get tickets unless you're the lucky winner today. But then they've got a whole tour, so you can go see them in another city if you feel like traveling. And
around here,
you're going to be coming back
Louisville,
for Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo, our debut, Lord willing.
I was going to ask, is this your first Bonnaroo?
No, this is going to be a third time's a charm type of moment with Bonnaroo.
Oh, because the other ones did not.
We were on the bill for Bonnaroo. COVID happened.
Yeah.
The following year, we were on the bill for Bonnaroo.
That was like the flood. Yeah.
And then we didn't do it last year. You know, this is going to be the third time's the charm type of thing. If it works out.
I'm sure. You know.
Bonnaroo is probably tanking if it doesn't happen this year.
I would have. You guys got to keep it floating.
We're out of here.
No, I bet the third time's going to happen. It's lucky. But yeah, you excited to play Bonnaroo?
So excited.
So excited.
That's like, it's kind of, I mean, I know that there's, Pilgrimage and of course Live on the Green. There's things around these parts nowadays, but Bonnaroo does feel kind of like the hometown festival that's been around for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're from here, like you've been, I mean, that's been your thing for that whole
I was
time.
at MTSU whenever they started doing Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
and, it was,
and were you going back then?
I'm
assuming.
I've still never been.
Oh, you've never been at all?
I've never been one time.
Yeah. Oh, I've been, and it's special. It
is. I honestly, I've only been for one single day, but it felt like it did feel really special. Yeah.
It is just.
We're gonna go.
I know. I've heard from the young folk that the word vibe is supposed to be disappearing this year, but
really.
Yeah, apparently.
I still say it all. I'm probably not young folk anymore. I was about to say I probably don't count as young folk anymore.
Well,
but
we definitely don't. So, with that said, Bonnaroo is a vibe.
It's a vibe. Yeah, we're not letting it die.
Showing our age by saying
vibe. It's fine. Saying vibe is a vibe.
Fat vibe.
It's all good. Well,
a vibe.
I figured before we wrap, we could maybe do one more song. What else do you guys want to play?
We're gonna play. For the first time ever, we'll play another new one called One of Those Days, and it's about having one of those days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Enough said.
Let's see. All right. And it goes a little something like this. I'm just having one of those days where I wake up to the sound of rain with this pressure on my chest that I can't make go away. Every minute's getting longer, waves are hitting harder. Wish that I was stronger than the pain instead of running away when it feels like everything's a landslide. Pull yourself together, this can't go on forever. I've been talking to myself
to help the time go by. Maybe I can figure out a reason why. 4 in the morning, my room starts turning. My eyes are burning with the light. I'm wide awake, but I feel so tired. I've been running for miles, and I'm still so far away. I will pull myself together, but right now I'm just having one of those days. Just having one of those days. Just having one of those days with my headspace feeling like a car chase, bouncing off of walls and crashing because I'm always living at a pace that was set for me. Now the cleanup crew and the powers that be are trying to heal the world with anxiety. 4 in the morning, my room starts turning. My eyes are burning with the light. I'm wide awake, but I feel so tired. I've been running for miles, and I'm still so far away. I will pull myself together, but right now I'm just having one of those days. 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 Scream if you gotta be weak, if you want the strength that's in the spirit. Nobody can tear it away. Yeah, it's okay to feel this way. You're just having one of those days. Just having one of those days. Just having one of those days. Having one of those days. 4 in the morning, my room starts turning. My eyes keep burning with the light. I'm wide awake, but I feel so tired. I've been running for miles, and I'm still so far away. I will pull myself together, but right now I'm just having one of those days where I wake up and get to play on Lightning 100 with my friends.
Lightning 100. We've got Colony House live here in the Volume.com studio. That was fantastic. I love that. Yeah, the new album, The Cannonballers, out today. Congrats again on the new album. I should have asked you this before we went on air, but do you got vinyl floating around town for that? Or
I hope so.
anywhere? Where do you want to send the people, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, once we actually can get hands on vinyl.
Yeah, I know that's tricky these days.
Oh, man. It should be
here in time.
Yeah, it's literally any day now we'll have vinyl.
Okay,
so
okay.
you can, at this point, you can get it online
Got
at
it, cool.
colonyhousemusic.com. And then hopefully once it's here, we'll send it out to all the spots.
Wonderful.
You know?
All the spots. We love the spots around here.
We do love the spot.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. And I literally almost forgot we have to do that ticket giveaway.
Let's give it
So
away.
we've got a pair of tickets for
hot
Colony House at the Ryman, February 11th. This is indeed a very hot ticket. So I've got a pair to give away. What do you guys want to do? You want to do first caller? You want to make the people wait a little? What do you think?
First caller, man.
First caller?
First call.
Fast fingers.
Can we answer it?
You can answer it, yeah. Somebody's already calling, so somebody got it. All right, well, we're going to get off the air and answer this phone. So thank you, Colony House. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Nashville, for listening. And we're going to get Be a Badoobie right now with The Perfect Pair on Lightning 100.